When you hear the word vintage, you probably think Levi, Carhartt, Nike. Hey man, that's 2024 and it's 2025 and I want to bring in some new stuff this year and I know you guys want to too. So today I'll be talking about the 10 underrated pieces that you'll find at the thrift store that can level up your style or hey, even your profits. Let's jump into it. My name's Daryl White. This is Unconventional Vintage where we talk style, streetwear, thrifting, and music. And let's jump into it with number one. Just to let you guys know, this is in no particular order, but starting off with number one, we have sportswear. In my opinion, sportswear is very common, but sportswear is such a fine line between what's good sportswear and what's common sportswear. And right now, I'm going to be showing you guys the difference between those. So, starting off with one, we have jackets. So, right here, we have this Patriots starters jacket. Pretty gas. I think I got it for like 25 bucks. But an item like this is really good and is overlooked because during the summertime, they're not going to have a lot of jackets out, or in the springtime, they might, but you could definitely get yourself some nice jackets, and especially a lot of them in the transitioning time from where the weather changes from hot to cold or cold to hot. So you can get these for a real low price. All right, guys. So I wanted to go more in depth. Right here, we have a starter men's multi jacket, Cowboys for 50 bucks. It was going for 120, but they brought the price down, probably because the season's changing and it's getting a little bit warmer out. This one was 180, now it's 27. Starters men blue and yellow jacket, pretty gas. St. Louis, 27 bucks. That's a steal. Same thing when it comes to that. I feel like jerseys are a very seasonal piece as well. But jerseys could be a year-round piece just because like people hoop indoor, things like that. But you could definitely get these for a steal on Depop, online, Grailed, things like that for pretty cheap during like the other half of the season. So probably like in the winter you could get these between like 20 to like 60 bucks. We have ourselves here a nice Vince Carter piece, original NBA tag on it as well. So we have ourselves some NBA jerseys. First one I peep is this fire Vince Carter. Got a 15 bucks, size large, pretty good steal. Let's see. We keep on looking. We have ourselves a Miami, Brooklyn, Thunder. This is one of the more recent jerseys. We have ourselves a LeBron, tag still on it for a very low price. We keep on looking. There's a bunch of varieties. And yeah, so jerseys are definitely a good cop, good price range. And if you find them at the thrift, you can find them for about 20 to 15 bucks, which is a good deal, a good flip in itself. And what also falls in that category, I feel like, is soccer tees. So we have ourselves a nice little Ronaldo. And for the other fans, we got a nice little Messi piece. If I'm saying that right, Messi. But yeah, so this falls in between the same line as basketball jerseys. Alright, so we have ourselves some more jerseys here. We got a Nike men's for 40 bucks. Messi, pretty gas in my opinion. Let's see what else we got. We got some for 20, 13, 35. This one's clean, 13 bucks. You know, that's a steal right there. Let's see what else we got. 18 bucks, 24, 12, 16. So it's going to be in between that 12 to 35 price range for a jersey. You might have your ones that are 45, a little bit up, but yeah. Very seasonal pieces that you can get for cheap during certain seasons. But this kind of goes with like everything because as far as t-shirts go, you could get them for actually no, t-shirts you can't really get for cheap during like the winter because t-shirts are just an all around yearly thing, you know what I'm saying? But the sportswear, as far as like jerseys, jackets, and yeah, any type of jersey, you can get those relatively cheap. One thing I would say is that you probably won't get it as cheap as if it was during the season, because obviously during the NBA season, everyone wants to fan out and rep their team and stuff. So the prices might be high during those times. What we also have ourselves here is a football piece, NFL Michael Vick. Shout out to my dogs. But yeah, That falls in between the same line as seasonal. So right here we have different varieties of t-shirts. So we have ourselves a nice piece right here. So a good way to tell a piece, oh, my phone just fell. Whatever. So a good way to figure out if it's a good piece is by the tag. So anything NFL, NBA, any of those tags are pretty much worth the price in my opinion. Um, and you know how it goes, more tags, more money. Um, so this is a nice championship piece. And one thing that's really dope about the t-shirts is that there's always going to be a variety of championship t-shirts. Because those are the ones that get like printed the most, because like that's the most important part of the game, winning a championship, you know? We also have pieces like this long sleeve Red Sox. You can find this pretty much cheap on the rack. Pretty nice, done by Stitches. You can find items like this, like they're so common. It's just knowing which one's the right piece to get. And we have ourselves a NASCAR team. These were very popular in 2020 and it's still going. I don't see this dropping anytime soon. But NASCAR tees, in my opinion, especially with this full print graphic, is very, very rare. Um, Online, you could probably get it between like a good piece and between like 40 to like 60 bucks, maybe higher. But yeah, if you spot something like this, definitely scoop this one up right here. So those are my picks for number one, sportswear. Very common, but as far as the uniqueness and the style of it, very uncommon. So yeah, so that's it for that. And we're starting off with number two. Alright, so for number two, we have sweaters. Sweaters are a daily essential, especially when we reach those colder climates. Sweaters could be found pretty much anywhere, but where I love to get my sweaters is especially in the bins. For some reason, when it comes to my opinion, well, not really my opinion, but when I go out and search, I find a lot of sweaters at the bins. It might be different for you guys, but from where I live in New England, so it's a little bit colder up here, so that's something we get commonly. Maybe if you guys are from Florida or California, things like that, or Texas, you probably might not get a lot of sweaters. But over here on the east side, we get a lot of them, and they come in different varieties. So right here, we have ourselves a classic sweater, I feel like, is the Polo Ralph Lauren. You know, pretty nice, clean colorway. You have different varieties. You can have like the polo bears, things like that, or just like a plain knit one. You also have plain ones like this. I believe I got this at the bins. Literally no tag, no nothing, just wool. A nice essential. It's like H&M. H&M, they have sweatshirts and they go for about like 40 to 50 bucks. But this is a nice quality, way better than that fast fashion bullshit. But that you could probably get for like $5 at the bins, maybe $10 the most at your Goodwill or local Savers. But yeah, that's definitely a good cop right here for all my college kids. UConn. So there's always a lot of like college sweatshirts because you know people. I don't really know why, being honest. But yeah, for some reason there's always a lot of these. I would think people would want to save on to the college stuff, but for some reason, a lot of university stuff is always at the bins or your local Goodwill outlet or Savers. We also have the graphic design, John. Pretty nice American creations. This gives off that polo vibe still for some reason. Don't know why, but it's the different flags of the world. But yeah, it's pretty gas. I just bunched that into the polo category. And we also have a nice Tommy as well. Nice embroidered logo. Tommy's pretty fire. Looks like the alternative to polo. And we have ourselves a nice cardigan right here. Pretty gas. Cardigans go from around 35 and up, but this I believe I got for 15 bucks at Goodwill. So you definitely could find better stuff as far as that goes. But yeah, that's number two. That's sweaters. Now going on to number three, we have sneakers. So as far as the bin goes, let me take the other one off. As far as the bins go, you'll definitely find a lot of sneakers, and a lot of people don't really look at the sneakers. They're always searching for the clothes and stuff, but the sneakers are an underrated pick in my opinion, because whether it be the bins or the Goodwill outlets, they always have those in rotation. They're always flipping those and bringing new ones out, because I used to work at Goodwill, and they usually throw out the shoes if they don't sell out in a certain span of time. Well, not throw them out, just donate them, or I think they're the last people to get them, so maybe even throw it out. But yeah, so these I got for about 20 bucks at the Goodwill bins. Pair of fire great fives, the Black Johns. And I know shoes are a little bit risky as far as like authentication, but there was always apps for it and stuff. And as far as sneakers go, you get the most return out of them. So yeah, that's my number 3 pick, Jordans. Alright guys, that concludes the video. First of all, if you made it this far, I want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate it as a new YouTuber, a new upcoming guy in the game, that you guys are sticking out with me and watching my content. I also want to say, please get this video up to, let's say, 20 likes. I know I said top 10 underrated picks, but I think we're going to leave it off at the lucky number 3. And if this video could get more than 20 likes, then I'll release the other half of the video. And yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for rocking out with me, and peace.